Welcome to the Meredith Callaher Show. I'm Meredith, and on this YouTube channel, we talk about marketing plans for small businesses. On today's show, we are going to go over the step-by-step process that you need to take to optimize your LinkedIn profile. Whether you use LinkedIn for a super savvy sales strategy, or you're trying to up your employment game, maybe get a new job or find some employees, or you just want to take advantage of the great tool that LinkedIn is and optimize your profile to serve as an electronic free business card, then these are the steps you're going to need to take. I believe that every small business needs a marketing plan, and even though all of our marketing plans are going to be different, there are a few foundational pieces that we will all have the same. I've been talking about this for a few weeks, and on my first video, we went over how every small business can create their own brand guide. So if you have that brand guide, go grab it because we'll use it when we are creating this LinkedIn profile. The other foundational pieces I believe that every small business should have is they need to nail their elevator pitch and have a great message that they can use in person with people or online. And they also need to place these free electronic calling cards strategically online, specifically on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, because that's where the signs of life on the internet are right now in 2019. So we don't want to miss any customers. Let's jump in and look at your LinkedIn profile. I'm going to share my screen with you, and here we are on my LinkedIn feed, and we're going to go over here to my profile. I'm guessing almost all of you watching already have a LinkedIn profile like I did. It just needs to be updated. But if not, go download the app or the website and hit create account. But for now, I'm going to view my profile by clicking on it. And here we are. Now, I've already updated it with the steps that we're going to go over now, but I'm going to show you how I did it. You guys, I did so much research on this video because I really wanted to bring you the latest and greatest information. What I imagined is I would pull from this expert and take a little from that expert. I read an entire book about LinkedIn. I listened to a few podcasts, watched a few YouTube channels. But you know what? There was one gentleman named Brandon on the Blogging Millionaire that I loved his tips. And so honestly, this YouTube video came from his podcast that he recorded in 2016 called LinkedIn. In fact, I almost decided not to do a YouTube show because I thought his tips were so great. But you know what? I found it a little tricky to navigate. Unlike Instagram, LinkedIn is complicated, and I thought the screen share might be helpful for you. I decided to make the show using Brandon's tips from his podcast, so thank you very much. And I did tweak it a little bit. If you go back and listen to his great podcast, you'll see there are a few changes. There are 6 things I want you to do to optimize your profile. The first one is make sure you have a great photo. It would be awesome if you could get a professional photographer to take it for you, but if not, record it like I'm recording this video right now with a tripod so you can get the camera steady and a great camera. And you guys, you could get a remote to take photos and take 300. That's what Brandon suggested. Take a bunch till you get the right one. What do you wear? I want you to wear what you would wear to make a sale. What are you going to wear if you call on a potential customer, or if someone comes into your storefront, or if you're going to go for an interview? Would you wear a suit? Then put it in the photo. I would not wear a suit. Even if I do work with a few attorneys, the scout guide goes in people's home. It's more highly curated, more casual. That's my job, by the way. I'm the editor of the scout guide. And so I chose to wear what I would wear when I called on a potential client for my guidebook. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to always look at the camera, look into your LinkedIn profile viewer's eyes, and smile with your teeth. Brandon went through all these studies that had shown why you should do those things. And I'm not sure why I do like to see teeth, but I promise you it's been proven that that's better. Interestingly enough, on his podcast, Brandon said that LinkedIn viewers are attracted to people with eyeglasses. So if you got them, wear them. And this was kind of strange, but I believe him. He said there's research. He said that LinkedIn viewers found people that squinted as more trustworthy and maybe more intelligent, as intelligent leaders, I believe. So if you can make it work for you, as long as you're looking at me in your photo, then squint away and be sure to keep your hair out of your face. The second step I'd like you to take in updating your LinkedIn profile is to update your banner or your channel art. Brandon had some great suggestions for this. Check mine out on my LinkedIn profile. Brandon suggested that we use the channel art to share testimonials with our viewers. How brilliant is that? The tricky part about channel art is that profile photo that we upload, LinkedIn moves it around. When you're on a laptop like I am now, it's on the, when we're looking at it, left side of the channel. So you don't want to put anything behind the photo because it will get covered up when they put it all together. But on your phone and maybe even on your iPad, headshot appears in the center of the channel art. So when we go create our custom channel art now, we're going to have to keep in mind that that logo is going to cover pieces of it. As Brandon suggested, we're going to go to Canva to create our custom piece. And here we are, www.canva.com. Although Canva has presets for so many social media channel needs, like an Instagram post, an Instagram story post, a Facebook cover art, they don't have LinkedIn channel art as one of their standard features. So we're going to just click this custom dimensions, and we're going to make a width of 1400 and a height of 375 and hit create new design. Then I want you to go to your document full of testimonials about your business and pull a few of those up. Do you have them? I actually do. Testimonials are a huge part of what I do or use in my sales strategy, but you might not. And you guys, that's okay. We aren't going to add who said them to these testimonials because we frankly just don't have room. What I want you to do is think about it. What compliments do people give you about your store? What compliments do people give you when they work with you? The one that I hear the most often is that people like to follow me on Instagram. So I'm going to show you how I would add that here. The first thing I want you to do is add your logo. So go to Uploads, and if you haven't uploaded your logo into Canva yet, which you've never been to Canva, then of course you haven't, then you can click this Upload an Image blue bar at the top and do so now. I have already uploaded my logo, so I just clicked it and it popped over here. And I'm going to suggest to always put your logo in the top left corner of the banner so it appears right above your profile picture. So there it is. And I have a second logo that I'm going to put on the right side because I've got a YouTube channel that I want to tell people about on LinkedIn, and I'm a Scout Guide editor. I think that my TSG logo looks great centered right there. And the interesting part about the right side is it never gets covered up. It will always look like that when it sits over there. If you don't have two logos, you could add maybe a tagline and format it just like we're going to format the testimonials in a second, or you could even put a different picture of you. Just something eye-catching and professional looking. Next, I'm going to show you how to add a testimonial. So I'm going to click the word text over here, and I'm going to then click add a heading. You see at the top, I just click on it. Really, you can just click that every time. That's what I found because we resize it once we get over to the right side. Now before I start, I want to change the font to my branded font that we named in my branding guide. Remember, if you don't have a branding guide for your business, it really makes things a lot easier. Stop right now. I've got an 8-minute video that will help you put it together. Then you can be consistent every time you put your information online. My custom font or branded font is Playfair Display, and I'm going to change the text to that. And then I am going to write a testimonial in this box. Now you guys, if you don't use testimonials as part of your sales strategy like I do, and you don't have a Word document where you collect testimonials, it's okay. It really is. I just want you to think about compliments that your customers or potential customers have given you. We aren't putting anybody's name who said which testimonial on this banner because frankly we just don't have time and we don't need it. It's really just something eye-catching and just to give a little bit more information about you. No one is going to go through grading this to see who really said it. So think of a compliment. I hear often, we love following you on Instagram. Meredith, you're great on Instagram. We get great information from you on Instagram about Miami. So I'm going to write, Meredith has the greatest local tips about Miami on Instagram. okay? And I'm going to be sure to put quotations around that. And then we want to put this, do you remember what mine looked like when we were looking at my LinkedIn profile? We want to put this all on one line. So to do that, you go grab the white bar in the middle and just start pulling. And see? And then I'm going to go to the other side and pull some more. And there, it's one line. Now, when I've got the diagonal arrow, I can shrink it, make it smaller or bigger. You see? And if I want to move it, I can put that cross, make a cross there, and move it right and left. But before I worry too much about that, I want to add gold stars next to this testimonial. So I'm going to go over to the left-hand side and click Elements. I've recently used the gold stars, so there they are. But you could type in the search bar above gold stars, which is exactly what I did, and these free options came up. So I'm going to click on the one on the far left, and I am going to make it smaller by dragging down the left corner. I'd say that looks pretty good. And then watch this. I'm going to click it. So can you see it's got like 4 circles. It's indented in. I'm going to hit copy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 5 gold stars, and I'm going to add them at the end of these words. So first I'm going to move my words over. Let's see, just a little bit more. That line just showed me that they're all lined up. Now I'm going to click Shift and click on all 5 of them at the same time. And look, it's put them in a box. So guess what? If I want to add another testimonial, I hit copy, and I just copied them all 5 together. So I could add another word to testimonial. And now watch, I am going to click my top 5 stars again. And I'm going to move that all 5 of them closer to that testimonial just because I want to. And then I'm going to hold Shift down again and click on the words. So now that's all one piece, you see? And I can move it around. I can make the whole thing smaller, move it up. So say we've got where we think we want it. We have 3 testimonials added. We've placed everything strategically. I think my profile picture is going to fit here. I'm going to hit Publish and Download. And I always download a ping. That's great quality. I hit Download, and it saves it to my hard drive. It's about to save it. And it always asks me if I want to buy something, and I just X out. So now we're ready to go back to our LinkedIn profile and add it there. So here we are at our LinkedIn profile. I'm going to click that right pencil because we want to edit this whole profile. Over there on the left pencil, that's where we could change the photo. And then up here on the top right, that's how I change my banner art. So there we are. I could delete the photo that's there, and I changed photo, and it lets me upload the new one here. If I click on this now, it just would adjust just a little bit. You can zoom in and out right there. And then I'm going to hit apply. If this came in, which it did several times, and like my logo was covered up by my photo, or some of the words were covered up, like that I love following, the bottom testimonial was covered up, then what I would do is I'd go back to Window, I'd go back to Canva, and I just start editing again. See, it's still here. I can edit again. And then I'd publish it again, download it to my computer. I'd go back to LinkedIn, and I'd just edit it again and do the same thing, and I'd add the tweaked one. And you know what else I would do? I'd take your phone out and go to LinkedIn and look at your profile. On my phone, my profile picture is smack dab in the middle. So actually, the bottom 2 testimonials you can't read on my phone, but I decided that was okay, and I adjusted this a few times, just like I showed you in Canva, to make sure that you could read the top testimonial. My logo, Meredith Callagher, shows, the TSG Miami logo shows, and 1 testimonial. You got me? Okay, that was a lot of talk about the channel art, but it's important, and how cool is it? Now I have 3 testimonials to share with LinkedIn viewers. We're ready to move to the next step. The third thing that I'd like you to update is your headline. And believe it or not, this is actually the most important piece of information on LinkedIn. Why is the headline the most important? Well, if somebody is looking for an editor like me or a marketing expert, and they search that up, and my name pops up, they don't know who the heck Meredith Murray Callagher is. And unless my photo, which there's a smaller chance of that, really compels them to click in my LinkedIn profile, what actually will grab them is your headline, because when someone searches you, that headline is readable. When you send a message to someone on LinkedIn, the headline is readable. So we have 120 characters in that headline to convince someone to view your LinkedIn profile. Brandon of the Blogging Millionaire, of course he did, gave us a cool formula. He says that our headline should include the product we're promoting, social proof, plus our URL. And the trick with the product you're promoting, you don't want to sound too salesy, so you want to put a verb in front of it so it sounds like an action. It sounds like a job that you're doing. So let's look at mine. It says, brands and advertises local businesses as editor of the Scout Guide Miami, creator of the Meredith Callagher Show.tv. So there we go. I want people to know that I sell advertising to local businesses. So I brand and advertise local business. You see how I made that sound like an action? My social proof was my title. As editor of the Scout Guide Miami, I think that gives me some clout, but it could say something like, as seen on the Oprah Winfrey Show, creator of, and I threw the word creator in to give a little more social proof, the Meredith Callagher Show.tv. I use those 120 characters to reinforce the idea of the URL. I want these viewers to come find me. And right now I am promoting this YouTube channel. I really want people to visit the YouTube channel, so I chose to use that website. The fourth item on your LinkedIn profile that I want you to update is your current position. And how do you do this? Well, we don't actually do it up here in the profile. We're going to move down to experience, okay? So scroll down your dashboard and see here in experience, we're going to click that pin. I want you to put your current title right here now. There is a place in the contact information in your LinkedIn profile where a viewer can drill down into it. You don't see it when you come to view, but if you want to go look at my contact information, you can click down into my profile and you will see what my title is at my current position. But on the profile alone, when that current position line that we were looking at above, and we'll go back to it, I'll show you. It lists who your employer is. Current position, the Scout Guide Miami. But if someone drills down into that, they're going to see owner and editor, helps Miami local businesses reach ideal customers. Use the experience as a place to tell people what you do. The company. I created a company page for the Scout Guide Miami. Should you create the company page? Probably. I think it gives you more credibility if your business has a company page, even if you're just one full-time employee like me, especially if you have employees or marketing agents. You would like to create a company page for them. It allows you to share articles that stay on the face of that page longer, and you could create great sales pieces for your company, and then your marketing people could share them on their own LinkedIn profile. I am going to link below the YouTube video I used to follow how to put a company page together. It's very easy. The only trick to it is if you are going to create it for your company, especially if you're the owner, you have to have been on LinkedIn for at least 7 days and your email has to be related to that company. So I had to log in with my thescoutguide.com email in order to create the Miami Scout Guide page. I'm going to save this work experience, and again, what's going to show in my profile is the Scout Guide Miami, the company. But look here, I just want to show you what Brandon suggested. For the Meredith Callagher Show, which is a company, but I don't have an email that says the Meredith Callagher Show in it, and I never will because I've created this LinkedIn profile with my Scout Guide email, correct? So this is so smart. What Brandon says to do, remember when I told you that the company is what shows up in your profile as current position? He says list the company name, the Meredith Callagher Show.tv, list your URL. If my company was called Joe Smith, I would list my URL in the company name, joesmith.com, hyphen, tell me what joesmith.com does for the LinkedIn profile viewers. The Meredith Callagher Show, easily craft your marketing plan. If I were to have this as my current position, that whole line you see there in company, the Meredith Callagher Show.tv, easily craft your marketing plan. That is what would show up in the current position above. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Right here, You see where it says the Scout Guide Miami? If I had that other position listed as my current position, it would show the meredithcallahershow.tv URL, and it would wrap around and give all that information. The fifth item that I would like you to update on your LinkedIn profile is your contact information. So let's click into See Contact Info, and we're going to click on that blue pin. And look, this is fun. We can add any URL that you want a LinkedIn profile viewer to go to, and we can include call to action buttons here. It's a little trick that is really cool I want to show you. So here's the contact info in my LinkedIn profile. Look here, the top thing you see is my custom LinkedIn URL. I'm going to go over how to make that for you at the end of this when we finish updating your profile. We go to websites. Let me edit and show you. Do you see here, you might think to hit company and you want to add a company website. Let's say I thought meredithcallaher.tv was my company website. Well, you see there's no call to action or name of that website here. They're just going to call it company if I hit save now. But if I hit other, it lets me label that URL and I can add a call to action statement, right? Instead of just YouTube channel, I'm going to write watch my YouTube channel. Is that awesome or what? I believe you can have 3 URLs listed. So I chose to have my YouTube channel, my Scout Guide website. I selected other as well. And then I added the call to action, advertise with TSG Miami. And then the third one, Instagram URL. And then I invited the viewers to see my gorgeous Instagram. There are not a whole lot of characters allowed here, so you have to play with the words a little bit. The 6th item I want you to update on your LinkedIn profile is your summary. And you guys, LinkedIn is very generous with the words they allow us to use on our summary. I really want you to first sell yourself, let people get to know you in this summary, summarize your work experience, where your education if you think that's important. Let them get to know the person that you have become or who you are at work. And then any action that you want a LinkedIn viewer to take when they come to your profile, I want you to pitch it in the summary. So for each action that I want people to take on my LinkedIn profile, I've pitched it. I tell them the problem that I can solve, how I can solve it for them, and where they can find me so we can work together. The 2 items that I really wanted to pitch here were selling an ad for my upcoming Scout Guide to a local Miami business and encouraging LinkedIn viewers to go follow my YouTube channel and watch my show. You see the paragraph that starts 4 years later, I'm working on the 5th volume. I tell them what I'm doing, how they can be involved. I've pitched them, what TSG Miami would do for them in the paragraph above. And then I tell them exactly the action they need to take to do business with me. I said, if you'd like to be part of the next Scout Guide, email me at mcallaher@thescoutguide.com and I will give you all the details. Right? And then look below. The next paragraph compels people to come watch my YouTube show. And so I tell them exactly what they need to do. The very last sentence says, copy and paste meredithcallaher.com into your browser and come watch my videos on creating your marketing plan. That's it, you guys. Your profile is now optimized. If you aren't ready to include LinkedIn as part of your marketing plan, that's all right. You at least have your LinkedIn profile updated. And if you aren't going to use LinkedIn regularly, I do suggest set a calendar once every 3 months, come back to LinkedIn, make sure everything is updated. The optimization should stay the same, and you are good to go. People are going to find you on LinkedIn with this profile. Now there's one more piece. We've updated your profile, but I want to make sure you have a custom LinkedIn URL. And really, you could include this anywhere, especially if you start including LinkedIn as your marketing strategy. But you might meet someone that is very active on LinkedIn and you want to make sure they know how to find you there. Then you can give them your custom profile, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I've got these messages on the far right, but do you see here where it starts to say edit public profile and URL? I want you to click there. Now in the top right hand corner, you see the linkedin.com. Before it said backslash and a bunch of letters and numbers garbled, but now it says Meredith-Callaher. I did that. I just clicked that pin and it let me change it, and I assume if someone else already has it, they wouldn't let you change it to that. They said it must contain 3 to 100 letters, and then you click save. And there, now you have a custom LinkedIn URL, and wouldn't that look pretty on my email footer or even on my business card? LinkedIn has some great tools. Thank you for joining me on the Meredith Callaher Show today. I'm excited that you've optimized your LinkedIn profile. In fact, come find me on LinkedIn. I am going to give it a go over the next 6 weeks. It is actually not part of my marketing plan at the moment, but I'm going to give it a try and report back to you all in another video how it's working and helping me find new Scout Guide clients and attract viewers to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be around on LinkedIn, so come say hello. Let's connect there. If you like this video, I would greatly appreciate a thumbs up so the YouTube algorithm will show it to more YouTube followers. And also, please subscribe. I love working with small business owners, and I would enjoy helping you create your marketing plan. You don't want to miss a weekly video. The Meredith Callaher Show will be posted every Tuesday morning. See you next time.